Hi everyone, my name is Amber and these are my most anticipated releases for September 2019. I do these videos every single month, so if you find them useful, please do like and subscribe, and also let me know what books are your most anticipated for the upcoming month. I'm just going to get the 3 sequels out of the way first because I think everybody is anticipating them and I really have nothing more to say on the matter. The first one is Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff. This is the finale to the Nevernight trilogy. I read the first book, didn't love it. I'm tempted to give it another go just because of the hype. 5 Dark Fates by Kendare Blake. This is the finale to the 3 Dark Crowns series. There will be 4 books in this series in total. I have mostly enjoyed them. They're a bit cringeworthy at points, but still quite good. It's a YA fantasy series. And Still Tide by Natalie C. Parker. This is the sequel to Seafire. I believe this one's about lady pirates. Okay, and now on to my most anticipated releases for September. The first one is Serpent and Dove. This one is very, very hyped up according to the internet. It's a YA fantasy book about witches. The main character, Louise, has left her coven. She's obviously a witch, and she's kind of in hiding because witches are hunted and killed in this world. She also doesn't practice magic anymore either. And then there's a witch hunter called Reed who works for the church, and it's kind of a church versus witches story, and I imagine Reed comes around and the two of them fall in love. The synopsis intrigues me, but it does mention love and romance a lot, so I'm not entirely sure I'll pick this one up straight away. I'm going to wait for some more reviews of it. The Girl the Sea Gave Back. This is set in the same universe as Sky in the Deep. It's about a girl called Tova who washed ashore as a child. Her new village is using her for her gift because she's able to tell the future. From what I can gather from the synopsis, it's mainly about clans going to war with one another, and it's also Viking inspired, which is always a plus. September is going to be the month of new fantasy releases because there are a ton of them. The next one is called There Will Come a Darkness. This one is set in a world that used to have 7 prophets guiding it, but all of a sudden they disappear. There has been a prophecy or a rumour of another prophet being born, and I imagine the main character is probably that prophet, but this is just me guessing. The Lady Rogue. This one is about a treasure hunter's daughter who ends up going looking for Vlad the Impaler somehow. Kingdom of Souls. This one is super highly anticipated. Everyone's talking about it. I have a review copy and I'm super excited to read it. In fact, I think as you're watching this, I will probably be reading the book. This one is about a girl called Ara, whose family are a bunch of witch doctors, and Ara is unable to use her powers. However, she starts trading years of her life to be able to access magic. And then in the town or community, children start to disappear and Ara has to go looking to find out what's happened. I am really highly anticipating this one. I think it's got so much potential, and honestly, the hype is getting to me, so as soon as I stop this video, I'm probably going to go and pick it up. Unspoken, which is a fantasy book about forbidden magic. The main character is Princess Isabel. She is about to be married off. She is attacked one evening and is saved by one of the voiceless, who are basically servants in this world. She teams up with the guy who saved her and they head off to figure out why someone tried to kill her and who did it. The 10,000 Doors of January. This one is set in the early 1900s in a magical mansion, and I don't know anything other than that because I've kind of tried to stay away from reading the synopsis because I want it to be super vague when I do eventually read it. A few friends of mine have absolutely loved this book, so I'm really looking forward to reading it. I just don't think I'm going to be able to get to it anytime soon. I'm hoping it's kind of going to be like Lock and Key, but more fantasy than horror, and that maybe there are doors and magical things in this mansion that, you know, guide people. I don't think this next one is a fantasy. It seems more as though it's a psychological horror. It's The 10th Girl, and this one has been getting a ton of hype, as in everyone has been reading it, but a lot of people have only rated it 3 stars, so I'm not sure if I'm going to pick it up right away. I know that before the arcs came out, everyone was absolutely gunning for it, but now I'm not so sure. The Gracier. This seems to be a feminist thriller and has been likened to The Handmaid's Tale and The Power. I don't know anything more than that because, again, this is another one where I've tried to stay away from the synopsis because I want to go into it knowing absolutely nothing. I think this one's probably one of the highest ones on my list. The Nanny. This one is an adult thriller. It's about a woman called Jo whose nanny disappeared back in the 80s, and now she is going back to her family home, dealing with her, I think, abusive mother, and she wants to find out where her nanny went. Nanny being like babysitter or childminder, obviously not like grandmother. Finally, the last book I want to mention today is Steel Crow Saga. This one sounds quite good for the team up that's going to happen. So I've made a list here. It says there are 4 destinies colliding: a soldier, a prince, a detective and a thief, and they have to all come together to stop an unstoppable killer, defying the laws of magic. And I think this one sounds so good. It's been getting really good reviews. Everyone seems very hyped up about it. I was going to request a review review copy, but I didn't think I'd get to it in time. Maybe I'll just purchase a finished copy sometime soon. Those are my most anticipated releases for September. Let me know what yours are in the comments below. I will leave affiliate links to all of these books so you can go and check them out for yourself. If you purchase the books through one of my links, I will receive a small commission. Don't feel like you have to, I'm just leaving it there for information. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll speak to you on my next one. Bye!